What's up, fellas? It's your boy Matt God, aficionado, author of How to Be a High Value Man, The Blueprint to Success of Women. It's available in Audible and also on Amazon. So go ahead and just pick the book up, order it, listen to it. You know what I mean? You'll enjoy it. Nevertheless, man, let's jump into this video that you just seen, right? I often talk about the lowest calling of a man, which is to ambush a woman and force his way into her life. That's the lowest calling of a man, according to, Proverbs. You know what I'm saying? Not in the Bible, but just an African proverb that that I live by. That's one of the principles that I live by, right? So it says that the lowest calling of a man is to what? Ambush a woman and force his way into her life. And I talk about this in a lot of videos, right? In terms of like being a simp, being a crash out, being a lame, not being emotionally intelligent, and not being in control of your emotions. You see what I'm saying? Because when you're a crash out, when you have no type of emotional control, you're liable to do anything, just like this person did. This guy did. See, if you literally live by the principles that I talk about, faith, fitness, finance, fashion, and then family last, through women, females, right? It's gonna help you to avoid situations like this. You see what I'm saying? Because if you put your faith first, if you put your religion first, you put God first, right? You put God first, then that means that every decision that you make, every action that you make is going to be predicated on God, the Most High, right? So that means that you're going to be operating in your higher self. And how do you know that you're operating in your higher self? Well, how does God speak to you? How does the universe speak to you? The universe speaks to you through your conscience, right? Through that conversation that you be having in your mind. Now, before that ex-boyfriend drove over there or walked over there or do whatever he did, I'm quite sure there was a conversation in his head. Yeah, go on over there, you know what I'm saying? Get some straight, go on over there and go handle that. Right? So that's the id. That's the devil talking to him. And then, the universe, God, righteousness, putting him first, right, was probably saying something to the effect, you know what, man, don't go over there, let her go. Forget about her, move on, put me first, work on yourself, hit the gym, fitness, right? Get to the bag, on your purpose, your business, investments, finances, you know what I mean? Get you a new wardrobe, make sure you look good for every occasion, fashion, you know what I'm saying? Presentation. And then females last. You see what I'm saying? But no, see, he put her first. You see what I'm saying? He put her first ahead of his own ability to make the right decision. See, that one was pretty much his world, right? Like he couldn't fathom existing without her. And you see, it's a lot of things wrong with that. Guys, you cannot put women first. Women come last, right? They literally come last. The only person that you put first is God, right? And when you put God first in everything that you do, you're going to avoid foolishness like this. And that was his demise. It's his fault. He was in his lowest calling. He got unalive. It was nothing wrong with that scenario. The new boyfriend was ready. You saw it. He had the gun ready. He was sitting down ready, telling her to move out the way, and stood up and double tapped him. I used to be in law enforcement or whatnot, and that brother there, he had some training. You know what I mean? Whether it be security or maybe law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Or prior military, who knows? But nice double tap, center mass in a high stress environment in a close quarter battle. And he shot center mass and put the threat down. You know what I mean? And he only shot as much as he needed to, 2 shots. Don't know if the person, was unalive and didn't make it. Who knows? I heard him holler. You know what I mean? And the new boyfriend, went to see if the threat was still a threat, and the video ends there. But my whole point is to say, hey, don't be in your lowest self. Don't be in your lowest calling. Put God first, right? And a lot comes with that. See, without sounding too redundant, listen, when you put God first, you put your purpose first, your finances first, your fashion first, your mission first, and you concentrate on women last, that person would not have been in that situation. But when you're in your lower self and you don't have your priorities straight, and you're not working to self-actualize, and you're not working for personal development, that's what's just going to happen to you. That was just a dumb decision. And look at the outcome. Who's she with? She with the new person. She with the new boyfriend. See, when a woman doesn't want you, she's going to punish you. Meaning, when you chase women, you get punished. You should never chase a woman. Now, you should, in the beginning, you pursue a woman with your interests. And as long as she's receptive, open, agreeable, she makes herself available to you. You see what I'm saying? Once she starts to open up to you and she's, saying yes to dates and things like that, she's making herself available to you. She's open to your advances. You guys, now you're lovers, you're having sex, this kind of thing. Now you're in a relationship. Okay, she was open to you. But once a woman decides to close off and leave, which at some point they're going to do. They're going to do it, emotionally at some point or physically, depending on how you respond when they pull away. Every woman pulls away at some point. It's going to happen. Later than sooner, often sooner than later. They're going to pull back emotionally. They're going to pull back physically to see how you respond to it. Now, if you chase them, you blow up their phone, and you text them like crazy, you call them like crazy, you start popping up, you start doing crazy stuff, they're going to lose respect for you. They're going to lose respect for you. You know what I mean? So it all depends on like your attachment style. You know what I mean? Some guys are very, very attached. They get very, very, very much so attached to women. They really fall in love with women. And there's nothing wrong with falling in love with a woman. But attachment is the problem. Attachment is the root. Attachment is the root to suffering. You have to be able to love without attachment. Nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? In this life, in this paradigm. I mean, look at the past week. Malcolm, Ozzy, Hogan, within the last week, and a bunch of other people. You know what I'm saying? Nothing lasts forever. Relationships, people in your life, things in your life, your job, your career, your body, your health, your looks. Nothing lasts forever. Everything deteriorates and fades and goes away or gets recycled. You know what I mean? Nothing is permanent, as it were. You have to enjoy the people that are in your life when they're there in your life. You got to be present in the moment. If they decide to walk away, then you let them walk away. You know? You can't force your way into a woman's life or anybody's life for that matter. This is life right here. You can't force your way into a friendship. You can't force your way into a relationship. You can't force your way into a job. You can't force your way into a career. You can't force your way into a house. You can't force your way into anything. Let that sink in. You can't. But what you can do is appreciate love and just be in the present moment with that person and show your appreciation, your affection, and your love for them while they're with you. But if a woman, like seriously guys, when a woman decides to leave you, let them go. And oftentimes when you let them go, you live your life, and you focus on yourself. You start hitting the gym. You're working out. You get into the bag. You're working on your finances, your businesses, your investments. You're scaling your life, your lifestyle, your fitness, all that. You're looking better. You sound better. You're studying. You're reading. You know what I'm saying? You're self-aggrandizing. You're self-actualizing. That is going to be attractive. If that woman cared about you, if you guys had something solid, she'll probably reach out again. The thing about it is you just don't know when. It could be a couple of weeks, it could be a couple of months, might be over a year, who knows? But you can't get so attached that you can't live on and move on with your life. You have to be stronger than that, guys. you gotta put God first. You gotta love yourself too. Like you can't really love yourself, right? If you're running behind something or someone that doesn't want to be with you, right? If they don't want to be with you and you steady running behind them, that says you're communicating to them you got low value, low self-worth, that you're expendable, you're not worth it, you're unstable, you're desperate, no one else wants you. That's what you're saying to them. You're not high value. You're not him. You're not imperial. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't want to harp on this video too long, man. I just want to jump on here real quick because actually my homeboy, he had called me about it. He was like, "Yo, man, you seen this video on on the internet?" I'm like, "Yeah, I checked it out." And it's complete self-defense. I'm gonna agree with it. Like I agree with the dude. Like the dude, the new boyfriend, totally defended himself in that household. Self-defense, justified. Hey, man, I'm out of here, man. Just want to jump in here real quick. Talk soon. Peace. Like my shit, share my shit, subscribe to my shit, comment on my shit. See you next video. Yup.